I'm gonna show you the 6-step playbook that I would run if I was starting over an AI agency from zero tomorrow. Right now with my own agency, I'm doing around 15 to 20K a month consistently, and my goal is to hit about 50K per month by the end of summer. And no, I'm not gonna gatekeep shit from you guys. This is the exact same stuff that I would use if I was starting my own AI agency from scratch. If you're one of those people that watched over 20 videos on how to actually get started with an AI agency and still feel stuck, it's because almost 90% of people aren't giving you the real sauce. So I put everything in this video for you guys, so let's get right into it. Step 1 is probably the one most beginners actually skip, and the reason why they can't actually close a client. You have to know what you're actually selling to these business owners. And I want to be really clear with you guys, you don't need to know how to build out any of these AI solutions, because me personally, I don't build any of them for my own agency. I just delegate it to my developer on my team. But you do need to know what these AI solutions actually do for a business, not in technical terms, but in business terms. Here are 4 simple AI solutions that you can sell. Number 1, AI voice agents. They handle calls 24/7 and book appointments right into the business owner's calendar. Number 2, SMS automations. They qualify leads the second they come into the business. Number 3, database reactivation agents. They pull out money from old leads sitting in the business owner's CRM. Number 4, appointment reminder automations. They decrease the no-show rate for a business. That's it right there. 4 simple AI agents that you can sell to business owners to make real money. But if you guys can't explain what these actual AI agents do, you're not ready to sell them yet. So study these agents like you actually built to yourself, because when you get on the phone with these business owners, they don't care what these AI agents are connected to. They don't care about large language models. All they care about is how can this make me money and save my business time. And that's basically the whole pitch. Once you understand what you're actually selling, now here comes step 2, where you figure out who you're actually pitching to. Step 2, pick a niche. And I'm gonna keep this very simple for you guys, because almost all beginners spend around 3 weeks trying to figure out who to actually sell to, and it doesn't take that long, and that's the reason why you guys are so stagnant and not able to actually sign clients fast. The niche you pick has to have 3 things. 1, the business needs money. 2, you have to actually be able to get the business owner on the phone. And 3, their problems have to be boring enough that AI can actually fix. Stuff like missed calls, slow follow-up, and manual data entry are boring things that AI actually crushes. For me, my niche is contractors, because I already have experience in that field and I understand the problems they face on a day-to-day basis. You want to pick a niche where you either have an edge, a connection, or a real understanding of their world. If you don't have one of those, then pick a boring service-based business and go all in. Some examples of this are roofers, HVAC, dentists, med spas, auto glass shops. Literally all of these work. I've seen it work firsthand in my own agency and with my students. And what I don't want you guys to do is just stay general and target small businesses, because at the end of the day, that's not a niche, that's a category. So I want you guys to go all in on one specific niche. And when it's 3 weeks down the line and you guys are starting to question the niche and if it works, I want you guys to understand the answer is almost never switching the niche, but actually just running more outreach. Step 3, you're gonna pick one offer, charge real money for it, and come to the sales meeting with a demo to actually show the business owner. I want you guys to pick one offer that can solve a real problem for a business and be able to explain it in one sentence for the business owner. You don't want to come to a sales meeting trying to pitch 6 different things at once, because then you're just going to confuse the business owner. You want to come in with one specific offer and then upsell them later down the line with more AI systems for their business. And I want you guys to understand, just because you're a beginner, you can still charge these business owners anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 up front for initial build fee of these AI systems, plus a $500 to $1,500 a month retainer, because you're actually providing real value for that business. I don't want you guys thinking you have to charge cheap when you're just starting out or do free work, because then you're just going to attract cheap clients and it's going to be more of a headache for your agency. And before anybody in the comments says you can't charge as a beginner, I promise you guys, you can. I've done it before and my students have done it before. The price isn't about the experience, but it's about the actual value of the problem you're solving for the business. If a business is losing $10,000 a month from missed calls, you charging $3,000 for your AI system to prevent that is an obvious yes. You don't need 5 testimonials to be able to charge that. Now I want to talk about a part most beginners skip in this step when it comes to the sales call. You guys need to come prepared to these sales calls with some type of demo depending on the AI system you're selling. For example, if you're pitching a voice agent to a business, you want to come prepared with a demo of that voice agent. Now I want you guys to understand, I don't build out any of these solutions in my own agency. That's what my developers are for. And that's exactly what you can do in your own agency. You can outsource all the backend fulfillment to a high-level developer that knows what he's doing. This way you can focus on selling and actually getting clients for your agency. Step 4, this is how you actually get in front of business owners. And I'm going to break it into 2 halves. First being warm outreach, and then second, cold outreach. First, when it comes to warm outreach, that's anybody in your intermediate network. That could be friends, family, that could be your uncle that owns a business. It doesn't matter. All it matters is that it's somebody that owns a business or somebody that you know that knows someone else that owns a business. And the reason I say warm outreach first is because they're more likely to trust you. You already have some type of connection to them, and now as long as you actually provide value to their business, they're more willing to actually work with you, and that's how you can actually get your first client. Now, once you find a couple people in your warm network, I want you guys to actually write it down on a list and start reaching out to them. I don't want you guys to think that this is cringe, because at the end of the day, this could be the easiest way to get your first client without having to do any cold outreach yet. Now, this is where most beginners get stuck because they don't understand where to actually go to find these cold leads. Now, there's a few places you can go, and these are the few places that I actually recommend all my one-on-one students and anybody just trying to get in the AI space. The first one I would recommend is Google Maps, just because it's free and it's the easiest one for beginners to use, because I want you guys to understand every business that has a phone number is a lead at the end of the day. The second one I recommend is LinkedIn, just because it's high ticket B2B services and you'll be able to actually contact the business owner directly. Number 3, Apify. Apify is a data scraper that actually pulls leads for you. Now, you do have to pay for Apify leads, but they are very qualified leads and it gives you the business owner's actual phone number and name. So I would recommend this if you have a little capital to the side to actually put towards your leads. Number 4, Facebook groups, because all business owners are usually on Facebook just venting about their day-to-day problems to other business owners in these Facebook groups, depending on their niche. And this is the easiest way you can actually reach out to them, because now you understand their pain points and you can actually craft a solution to fix their problem in their business. I want you guys to at least dial between 50 and 100 businesses a day, just because the more volume you put in, the more likely you're going to be able to actually book a sales meeting and actually get your first client for your AI agency. Now, I want you guys to understand one thing. The cold call is not the actual sale. The whole purpose of the cold call is to book them onto a discovery/sales meeting where you can actually pitch the business owner on your AI solution. When you're on the cold call, all you want to do is actually qualify the lead to make sure they're a good fit for your AI system. Then once you've actually seen that they're a good fit, you want to actually book them onto your calendar for a Google Meets or Zoom call, for a discovery call where you actually pitch them on your solution. And book that meeting while you guys are on the call and make sure the business owner actually accepts it onto his calendar. This way it shows up on his calendar and he doesn't forget to actually show up to the sales call. Step 5 is the discovery/sales call. And this is where almost all beginners actually blow the deal, because they don't know how to properly run a discovery call. Almost all beginners immediately start pitching their AI system as soon as they get on discovery call with these business owners, and they lose the deal right there because they didn't create enough value and actual pain that the business owners can see there's a problem in their business and that you are the solution to their problem. Now, here's the 5-step discovery call framework that I use in my own AI agency that helped me scale past 15K per month. Step 1 is rapport. This is basically where you meet the business owner and you just have a little bit of small talk and just make sure that you sound like a human and not a salesperson immediately trying to pitch them. This doesn't take that long. It's just a few minutes at the beginning of a call. Step 2 is the discovery. This is where you uncover pain points inside of the business and make the business owner understand that they have a problem inside their business and you're the solution to their problem with your AI solution. Step 3, pre-handle objections. Now, this is very important to do before you actually price drop, because you don't want to price drop and then have the business owner give you all these objections that you have to overcome at the end of the call. You want to actually pre-handle all of these beforehand and make sure that the business owner sees the value you're providing and make them not have any type of objections they could possibly come up with at the end of the call when you actually price drop. Step 4 is quantifying the pain. And what I mean by this is putting an actual price point next to the problem that the business is facing. And I want you guys to do this because almost all business owners only respond to dollar amounts. So if you make them see they have a problem in their business that's causing them thousands of dollars, they're more likely to respond and actually want to fix the problem as soon as possible. Then step 5 is price drop and closing the client. As long as you've followed all the steps in the 5-call discovery framework, you should be able to close the client easy and get the payment on that same call. Now that you've closed the client, you want to make sure that you send the invoice, the contract, and book them on for an onboarding call. And this is super important to do this on the actual call, because you don't want that client second guessing if they made the right decision. You want to actually lock them in to be working with your agency on that call. And that's it. That's the 6 simple step playbook to sign your first AI agency client. This is the exact same playbook that I use in my own agency to help me scale past 15K per month, and what my one-on-one students are actually using as well to scale to 5 to 10K a month with their own AI agency. If this video helped you guys, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be dropping breakdowns every single week. And if you guys have any questions on the 6-step playbook, ask them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer every single one. I'll see you guys in the next one.